The final boss of tinfoil hat men versus your Harvard graduate. I have a little challenge for you, and don't not accept it. Don't be a lazy little coon. Accept the challenge. Don't be a little bitch. And it's so simple. Literally, just go up and ask your mother a simple question. The thing is, you probably know the answer to it, but I just want to show you a piece of information, and maybe this will open your mind to something. Go and ask your mother, Mom, is veganism healthy? And then she's probably going to say yes. And ask her, will veganism make me live longer? She's probably going to say yes. Ask her, would red meat cause cancer for me? She's probably going to say yes. And the unfortunate reality is, even like my mother's a doctor and she still believes in this stuff. And to be honest, I don't blame our parents. Even your dad probably believes this. I don't blame them. Why? Because they were raised on outdated information, right? At the time, that was the information. It was wrong, but that's what they were raised on. And I don't blame them for sticking with their beliefs because they've had like 30 years straight of brainwashing. But you know who I do blame? It's you little ignorant fucklets. You ignorant fucklets who stick with old, outdated information, even though you're on the internet and you can filter out filth and have philosophical debates within your own mind to see which is the truth. Because you'll think, okay, no, this is the truth, this is the truth. Bro, there are books on veganism, there's books on carnivorism, there's books on republicanism, there's books on being a Democrat, there's books on everything. So it's up to you in your own mind to filter and see where your own philosophy lies. But there are a few things that even idiots can get right, and these like Harvard crazy guys will get wrong. Now I want to test your intelligence just for a little second, right? Who's right here? Because on one side we have the crazy tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist evil crazy guy, and then on the other hand we have like the scientific man crazy Harvard Oxford degree all stuff. The funny thing is, one of them is right and one of them has no degree. Seed oils are bad, they're engine lubricants, they're horrible for your heart. They're good, they're a healthy, heart-healthy alternative, and they don't raise your cholesterol, and it's healthier than, animal fats, and it's healthier than olive oil. Who's right? One of them, meaning the tinfoil hat guy, is right. Red meat is life versus red meat causes cancer. Who do you think is right? The tinfoil hat man. Red meat is what gives you strength and life, and for millions of years, that's what we've been eating. But no. A Harvard graduate will say it causes cancer. mRNA vaccine was horrible for you. It was an experimental vaccine that should have never been rolled out, and it didn't even work. Versus no, these guys had a good track record. Pfizer had a good track record, and it was good for the people. Turns out that 95%, bro, this whole thing was basically a cash grab. All the data was manipulated, everything was completely wrong. And if you want to learn more, we just installed VDP Initiative into Blackthorn Capital, so you can go check that out and detox from the filth that's in your body. Turns out the tinfoil hat man, 3 years ago, he was right. Sunscreen is horrible. It's completely unnatural for you to put this gunk all over your body, or it's necessary. It will prevent cancer from entering your body. Guess who's right? The tinfoil hat man. Raw milk is healthy for you and it's got all of these healthy enzymes and it's super beneficial for you. No, it carries risk of this and it's not good for you, and you'll like salmonella, whatever. Tinfoil hat man was right. Raw eggs, raw fish, raw meat, whatever is actually good for you versus Harvard whatever scientist. You get the point. This guy is right. You're not gonna die from eating raw meat or raw eggs. I've been doing it for years. Big pharmaceutical companies create the problems so that they can sell you the solutions because it's a business model versus no, that's not. You're just being a conspiracy theory. Go look at what Anthony Fauci lied about under oath. And again, if you want to figure all this stuff out, come and join Blackthorn. Salt is vital. You need it. It's very healthy for you versus it causes high blood pressure and it's very heart unhealthy. Conspiracy theorist versus Harvard graduate. Who ends up right when the science... The thing is, you're playing catch up. You, like, whatever, cute little liberal guys follow the science and everything. The science is playing catch up to these guys who tend to live naturally. Turns out, you need salt and it doesn't cause these issues. And without it, your bones start falling apart and you start feeling fatigued and low energy and you have all these brain issues. The tinfoil hat men were right. Eggs are extremely healthy. They build your body, they build your bones, they build your mind. Your brain is literally made out of cholesterol. You need it, and so are your hormones. Only have 2 eggs a week because you'll get heart attacks if you have too many eggs a week. Guess what? The science is just now playing catch up with these guys. The Harvard scientists are catching up to the stuff these guys are saying. Tap water is full of filth and hormones and estrogens and microplastics. No, it's completely safe and tested. Guess what we find? There's not a single human now who doesn't have microplastics in them. You have it, your brother has it, your sister has it, your mom and your dad both have it, everyone has it. You can't even do a study group of how harmful it is because we can't find humans without plastics in them. And to heal this, I've got biogenesis for you inside Blackthorn Capital. Keep this in mind, because if the tinfoil hat man, the guy on the alt-right, crazy white conspiracy supremacist, all of these like random buzzwords we throw at these people, if that man is continuously right over and over and over again, and the people you trust end up playing catch up to him years later, who should we trust? And it also shows issues in the education system, because if the education system continuously plays catch up to these random guys who are supposed to not know anything, like we've been telling you for years, these artificial food dyes, Red 40, it's horrible for you. Oh no, the FDA approved it, man, so it's fine. Yeah, but you didn't know that in 1980s in the 1980s, it was banned from makeup, from cosmetic products. It was banned from literally makeup, but they kept it in your foods. And because they kept it in your foods and it was FDA approved, it's fine. But we kept on telling you, don't eat this garbage, don't eat shit. Until recently, literally a couple of weeks ago, they were like, oh yeah, hey, sorry, we left this in for you. It's been causing cancer and all of these issues. We're going to take away this stuff. The FDA that you trust, right? And this is the issue with the education system. You allow so much authority for these people, but these people are humans too. Never forget that. And especially see this trend where it's these weird conspiracy theorists that end up being the healthiest, happiest, most mentally fulfilled guys compared to these guys who end up being the unhealthiest, the worst looking, and the worst mentally, most unhealthy mentally people in the world. Who am I gonna follow, bro? I'm pretty much gonna try and filter out everything these guys say and listen to these guys. And that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing the past few years, and that's why I'm literally like, man, you don't even understand. If I was following this stuff, it would have been a completely different story. Best piece of advice I can give you, bro, is just try and be as natural as you can. And there are weird niche exceptions, like for example, creatine supplementation. Our ancestors didn't really have like buckets of creatine to put into water, but at the same time, they also had different circumstances. They just ate a bunch of fatty meat. They ate a bunch of animals. So that's where they got a lot of creatine from. They probably got like 7 grams of creatine a day anyway. They didn't need to supplement. But here you are eating your like little frozen potatoes from Walmart. And then you complain about, hey man, why do I have like titties as a man? That's why. Fair warning though, the world is still brainwashed, so don't be too schizophrenic with it in public just yet, right? People are waking up, but the world is still mostly brainwashed. So have your personality be like an onion. Allow people to penetrate through slowly and slowly and slowly, and then you start revealing the truth to them. I'm not saying completely lie, but don't just go out in public and say, yeah man, the moon landing was fake and they put the devil's seed inside you get the point, right? Like, don't go crazy over this stuff. Just be a normal person. Don't be too schizo with it. A lot of these guys, this is a big reason these guys get a bad rep, is because they are too schizo with it. But stuff online is not how it is in real life, man. Don't be too schizo with it. Don't be crazy. Have the truth. Keep it for yourself at first, and then when people want to get to know you and they have an open mind and they're not really brainwashed idiots, fine, tell them what you need to tell them. Wish not for a lighter load, but for a stronger back.